Well, hey everybody. I'm back in Washington finally. We're at Paradise Thousand Trails Campground. We got a decent site. The one they were going to put us in was way too small, so they changed sites. I've been in this site before. Very bottom back corner of the park. And this is my view out the side of the camper, which is perfect. I love it. We've always liked this site. Actually, this is the site when we first got this motorhome we were in. It was our first camp in this motorhome. Yeah, simple setup. Kind of a bummer because it slopes pretty good, but not so bad we can't use the area. But yeah, we got, all the chairs, all normal stuff set up. The dog's kennels over here. Can you say hi, Farquad? Oakley. Yeah, they're just little monsters. Nice day, so everybody's enjoying being outside. We do have a little fire pit, which isn't full of garbage, which is kind of nice. My big dog, he's, I follow the rope. He's enjoying the fact that the back end of the motorhome's up off the ground pretty good distance. Oh yeah, I got all my camera gear out. I gotta clean everything. One side effect of being in the desert all the time is, man, dust everywhere. So I gotta go through and clean my cameras, my drone, stuff like that. I got my setup back here, which, pretty normal setup. Actually got my table back there prepping for a camping trip I'm gonna do here pretty soon. Yeah, not bad. Right now I'm getting ready to actually adopt some of my rocks. And that's a wax that I use, put on the sticks, stick them to the rocks. Do that. And then I'll polish them on there with the discs. But yeah, normal, the hammock. Always got the hammock set up. And I love the fact that I'm sitting here in my chair. And this is my view. I haven't seen any deer, but hopefully soon I do. Lots of birds. One of the things I got to do is clean up my good camera, get it set up in here so I can use it to get some shots of some birds, because there's a ton of them around here. And I do have a neighbor right next door, but that's no big deal. Not when you're on the inside in a campground and your view is nothing but the woods. Absolutely love that. And yeah, it is a tree farm next to us, which the trees looks like they've grown since last year when I was here. I actually didn't get to camp in this spot last year, but there's a couple more right above us that are really good sites. Yeah, just like normal, quick little campsite, look around and show you what we got going and what we're doing. While I'm here, I'm going to be here, I believe another 16, 18 days, something like that. I'm going to go camping up in the mountains. At some point I'll go up to the top of the park and show you the view out there if you haven't seen it already. I've got a few videos on this campground. You get a great view up there. You can see Mount St. Helens really well, especially on a day like today. Mount Adams and Mount Rainier, all from the same point. You don't get a really good view of Mount Adams or Mount Rainier, but boy, the view of Mount St. Helens is pretty darn good. Down here we don't get much of a view of anything except, say, green trees, the birds. Normally there's a lot of deer. We do have a nice little trail here that goes out to the tree farm, but that's at somebody else's property, so we kind of stay off of it. I do have my Starlink set up over here on a table because the grass was too tall. And it's not looking in a great spot, up through the trees, but we get good service. Good enough. I've had no problems with internet or anything else right here. Great cell service at this campground. So worst push comes to shove, we can always go to cell service. Lots and lots of plants to check out. You got huckleberry here. Of course, the not spear ferns, but the ferns, maples, alder, all kinds of different plants. It's kind of cool. Been enjoyable. Lots of little flowers. Normally we're here a little earlier in the season and the bleeding hearts are going crazy, which is kind of cool because they get pretty darn thick out here. Got a few of them left here, but yeah, they look almost done for. Not much left of these bleeding hearts, but this campground is absolutely riddled with them most everywhere. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick campground or campsite look around, and thanks for watching.